In this video, I'm building the ultimate pro cyclist from today's generation. We'll look at 6 key specializations in the sport, and for each one, I'll pick the best rider to form the perfect all-rounder. Before making my final choice in each category, I'll show you 3 nominees. Then, I'll crown the top pick. Think I got something wrong? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Category 1, time trialing. You can't leave out Filippo Ganna. The powerful Italian is a beast against the clock. 2-time world champion and a specialist in high-power, flat time trials. Next, Remco Evenepoel. The Belgian is the reigning world and Olympic champion. They call him the Aero King, and for good reason. His low, aggressive position allows him to hit unreal speeds and rack up win after win. And then there's Joshua Tarling. The young Brit from Ineos made a massive impact right out of the gate. He's already mixing it up with the big names. His resume is still growing, but the talent is undeniable. Choosing between Ganna and Evenepoel was tough, but in recent duels, Remco's had the upper hand. He's also more versatile across different types of courses. So, Remco Evenepoel is our first piece in the ultimate cyclist puzzle. Category 2, descending. Now for the downhill daredevils. Who's the best descender in the peloton? Tom Pidcock is a master technician. Just look at his win in Strade Bianche, or that iconic tour stage. He made the difference, flying downhill. Matej Mohoric, pure bravery. He threw himself down the Poggio to win Milan-San Remo. Ridiculous skill and fearless cornering. And Mathieu van der Poel, honestly, it feels like he was born on a bike. Thanks to his cyclocross background, he handles tight corners at max speed with absolute precision. All 3 are elite, but I'm going with Pidcock. He's got the technique, the control, and absolutely no fear. Category 3, sprinting. Who's the fastest finisher in the game? Jasper Philipsen has 10 Tour de France sprint wins and a green jersey to his name. Plus, with Van der Poel as his leadout, that's a dream setup. Jonathan Milan is a rising star. In his debut tour, he's likely to win the points jersey, and he already conquered the Giro's sprint competition earlier this year with 3 stage wins. Then there's Tim Merlier, current European champ, 12 wins already this season, and 2 tour stages in the bag. And the race isn't even over yet. With the season he's having, Merlier is my pick. His consistency and raw speed speak for themselves. Category 4, fighting spirit. This category is all about heart, grit, mental strength. Wout van Aert is an all-round legend, but if there's one trait that defines him, it's resilience. He's come back from injury, illness, and heartbreak more times than we can count. And he's the ultimate teammate, always willing to sacrifice for others. You can't mention Wout without bringing up Mathieu van der Poel. Yes, he's got talent, but he's also a warrior. He races with guts, makes things happen, and gives everything, literally, until he collapses at the finish. And then there's Tadej Pogačar. He just loves to race. He'll attack 100 kilometers from the finish and isn't afraid to take on races like Paris-Roubaix, something most GC contenders avoid like the plague. All 3 are mentally tough, but my pick is Van Aert. He's endured more than most and always comes back swinging. Plus, he's the guy who'll sacrifice a win just to help the team. Category 5, Hilly Terrain. Familiar names here. Tadej Pogačar again. His record in Hilly Terrain is nuts. Monuments, classics, stage wins, you name it. 9 monument victories already, with only San Remo and Roubaix missing. For now. Van der Poel is lightning on short climbs. He can launch an attack that nobody can follow, but on longer climbs, his heavier frame holds him back slightly. Evenepoel thrives here too. He often lands the decisive blow after a punishing uphill, when everyone else is clinging on by a thread. Still, this one's a no-brainer. Pogačar takes it. The numbers don't lie. Category 6, cobbles. Let's talk cobblestones. Yep, Pogačar shows up again. He won Flanders, nearly won Roubaix, and continues to defy what a GC rider is supposed to do. Mads Pedersen is another beast. He powers over the cobbles like they're freshly paved. And if you take him to the line, you're probably losing. But this is Van der Poel's playground. 3 wins in both Flanders and Roubaix say it all. He's got the power, the handling, and the endurance. On the cobbles, he's untouchable. So yeah, Mathieu van der Poel is the pick. Last category, who's the king of the mountains? Jonas Vingegaard has 2 Tour wins, both by dropping none other than Pogačar. He's the only guy who's truly managed to crack him. But Pogačar is still here. His climbing is controlled, explosive, and elegant. There are no weak points left in his game. Third nominee, a tough one. I considered Roglic, Carapaz, Almeida, but I went with Lipowitz. The young German is having a breakout year and currently sits 3rd in the Tour. Big engine, and even bigger potential.
Still, the top climber? It's Pogačar, of course, not even close.
All right, time to throw all these traits into a blender and build the ultimate pro cyclist. Remco Evenepoel for his time trials abilities and sheer power and aerodynamic perfection. Tom Pidcock for descending skills. Tim Merlier for his raw sprinting speed and consistency. Wout van Aert for fighting spirit. He is tough, loyal, and relentless. Tadej Pogačar for hilly terrain. There's just no stopping him. Mathieu van der Poel for cobbles, power, and finesse on rough roads. Pogačar is, without a doubt, also the best climber. With his power, we will never get dropped. Put all of that together and you've got a rider who can do everything, literally. Let me know in the comments who you'd pick for your ultimate rider. Maybe I'll make a part 2, featuring the greatest riders of all time. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.